Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. We're in store for a Major League debut in this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around him. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but I think he has the skill set to be successful at this level for a long time.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Kodai Senga.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. And that's in for a strike. And we are underway.
No ball, one strike.
The other way, makes the catch for the out. And time now for the Marlins lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
And first offering is fouled off. One out, bases empty. Liner snagged at first.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. Hitless in the series. He's 0 for 9. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's J.D. Martinez. 4 for 8 in the series so far. And there's a foul ball.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that can be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Man at second. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Boy, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly, or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. The runs, 1 hit. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab, Jansen Junk. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Bottom of the first, Starling Marte up to hit. That's in there. It's 0-1. Just missed. And he boots it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
On the ground, out to short. Slings to first in time.
Batting third, the second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And the sweeper is off the plate. Swings through that one for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires over to first. And Polanco is out. And that is that. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. We played an inning. No score. Top of the second. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Ripped to short. Simeon, toss over to first. 1 out in the second.
The third baseman,
Here's DJ LeMahieu. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls. 1 strike.
Pitch misses. 1-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Second inning here. No score. Foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Kicks and fires. Got him swinging. Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Liam Hicks with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the third and final game of the series. That one ripped. Ranging back. Makes the catch, crashing into the wall.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Third baseman, Brett Randy.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Just
That's
missed.
the ball. Too
Joe
low.
McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time.
Out.
And a drop third strike leads to the first out.
Batting fifth, the
Ronnie
left fielder,
Mauricio up now for the Mets.
Mauricio.
On the ground right side. And it goes just foul. Next pitch is outside. And he hits a ground ball right side and a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. On the ground to the left. And it's off the bag. Lopez. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. It wasn't even close, but
It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Now it's Marcus Semien. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Just missed. Runner at second, 2 down. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Set down on strikes. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. No score. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd. Scoreless game. Here's the left fielder, Joey Wiemer. Senga back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Senga, a former All-Star, 32 years old, and he was born in Japan. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back to the top of the lineup, Otto Lopez. The next up for the Marlins. Hard hit, right side. Steps on first for the out. Now the number 2 hitter, Xavier Edwards. He's 0 for 1.
Edwards.
And first offering is fouled off. Top of the 3rd, no score. Right side. Polanco throws to first. Marlins set down in order. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. That one is absolutely belted. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
And next for the Mets, Luis Torrens. Inside. 1-0. And a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
And out number 1 on the grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball,
oh, diving stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Tyrone.
Wow, Singy, he showed off great reaction time and arm strength on that play. We need to take another look at it.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. I mean, the StatCast numbers are absolutely impressive, but that's one of those plays I appreciate more with the naked eye. The reflexes, top-notch, and this guy's a magician with the glove.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And safe. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Digging in, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now, Brett Beatty. That one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's deep. Jumps, but it's off his glove. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score. It's 3-0.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
So up next for New York, Ronnie Mauricio.
Ball.
That's down and in. A slider
1
missed.
ball, no strike.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Baden stands at second with 2 gone. Lifted in the air, right center field. Stowers sizes this one up. That is the inning. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. On to the 4th. Leading off, Kyle Stowers. And he gets tied up right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The batter, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
And Martinez. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Just missed. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. 1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hit.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, the third baseman, LeMahieu.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. Cut on and lifted in the air. Taylor drops into the glove, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the fourth, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
He goes down looking. Here's Marcus Semien. Caught looking his first time up. And a rope into center field, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next for the Mets, the center fielder.
And now it's Jose Siri. Squirts away a little bit.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Semien, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Next offering is downstairs.
1-2.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Semien runs. Got him swinging. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
Trying to make something happen there on offense, but that's the risk you run. Awesome. Strike him out, throw him out, double play to end the inning.
We go to the top of the fifth, and now the first baseman, Liam Hicks. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Boy, not bad for your first game in the show. 2 hits in 2 at-bats. He's thinking, man, there must be a higher league. He's got to be feeling really good about the way his debut is going.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Heriberto Hernandez, the next to hit. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and it's now a 2-run game.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Now the left fielder, Joey Wiemer. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. The 1-0. Up the middle. Polanco tosses to first. One away here in the fifth.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Zips it across. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Good job right there. Puts the ball in play, and now they're only down by a run.
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. That one laced to center and a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
And now the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. Well struck right field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Coming home. He'll score, and they've tied it.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
JD Martinez stands in. And fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Swings through that. Action in the Mets bullpen. Luke Weaver appears to be getting loose. Manaea, the lefty, warming up as well. Two outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That misses the zone. Going to count 1 and 2. Stowers at second with 2 down. Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Correct.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Pitcher's away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
So the batting order turns over. Starling Marte digs in now. Here goes the runner. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. And that one missing low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Right through there for a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And use
Edwards. Off balance speed. There's 1 to first. Not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Tyrone Taylor will hit next. 1 for 2. Late on that fastball.
No ball. 1 strike.
1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Last half of inning number 5.
1 ball. 1 strike.
Check swing, and he went. And the count 1 and 2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Stowers grabs it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Here's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Ball.
In the dirt. And that is out of play. Tap foul at the plate. The 1-2. And there's a ball.
That's the ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Smoked on the ground a second. Handles, throws to first, and Polanco is out. That ends the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. 5 innings complete. All tied up at 3 apiece. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Luke Weaver. And at the plate for Miami, Agustin Ramirez. Lifted in the air, right field. Taylor snags it, and there's 1 down. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu.
DJ LeMahieu.
Weaver, a 6'2" righty, 31 years old. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. First offering, and it just misses. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Reed Garrett getting loose out there. Fouled off. He was late. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that's fouled off. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Long run, nice grab. And there's 2 away.
The batter, the center fielder, Heriberto.
Here's the center fielder, Heriberto Hernandez. A 2-run double, and he is flied to center field. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
I think he was a little excited there. Saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. No run. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Give me any task and I'll ace it. If you find someone that disagrees, please tell me. Nothing ever changed but the money, yeah, I'm still me. I think they forgot what I've accomplished. Went from up and coming to stunting, my flow's polished. Every time I touch the mic, I leave
Jump back to work. Foul ball there.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
And next for the Mets, Ronnie Mauricio. And a strike. Rip towards third. Sends it across to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Mets, The first baseman, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Marcus.
So up next for New York,
Simeon.
Marcus Simeon. And ball 1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. And that's through there for a strike.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
Hard ground ball for a base stop. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at-bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Popped up. Edwards. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back after this on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Sean Manaea.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for the Marlins.
Well, 1-run game, and here is Joey Wiemer. Late with the swing there.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
A little bit low. And the count even 1-1. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Brings it in, and there's 1 down.
The batter, number 6.
Otto Lopez getting ready to hit. That one out to right. Taylor under it. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 9. Second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. 1 for 3. And a foul ball. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the ball. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The designated hitter, Starling Marte.
That one finds the corner. Strike 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
On the ground to short. Whips it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
The right fielder, number 15, Tyrone
And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Popped up. And that goes foul. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they...
Runner takes off, pitches low. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
One out and a runner at second. Next offering is down low.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
He's out. And Polanco is out. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed. In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Taylor at second with two down. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Tag, not in time. He scores. And they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now a chance for Ronnie Mauricio. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
2-1.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. Out to center. Hernandez on his way over. Makes the catch. And the inning is over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 5-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brooks Raley.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So digging in, Kyle Stowers. 3 for 3, he's doubled twice and singled. And he grounds one to the right side. Polanco to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Now it's JD Martinez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it stays fair. Now he turns and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
1 out, runner at second. Here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. DJ LeMahieu, the next up for the Marlins.
DJ LeMahieu.
Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins 3.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Calvin Fauché.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters are going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Vientos in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 2. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And the leadoff man aboard. And the batter now, Marcus Semien. Went with the sweeper for the strike. Now fly ball to right center. Stowers on the move to the gap. Makes the grab, one down.
Up next for the Mets, the center fielder,
Jose Siri now at the plate. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street.
Lopez to second for 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 5 and the Marlins 3.
Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me. Yeah, I'ma take a pic for them all to see. Catch me on
Now pitching for
Back
the Mets,
now, and on the mound, the
Number
closer,
38.
Devin Williams.
Yeah,
He
man.
pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So digging in, Liam
the
Hicks.
first baseman, Liam Hicks.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Williams, the former rookie of the year, 30 years old now, and they traded for him earlier this year. There's the swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
Hernandez now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And the Marlins with just 1 out left.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
The Fish down to their final strike. And 1-2. ball game.
Well, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.